What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about NIO. I want to go over some of the data points, some of the latest updates, and everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So as I mentioned in my video yesterday, the tariffs are going to be the focal point for today. So China got hit with a 34% tariff, so tacking on the additional 20, so 54% is rather crazy. As far as I saw so far, China has just kind of pushed for the states just to take these tariffs off the table. If not, then they will retaliate. So that is single-handedly what the market is really going to focus on, is what are these countries' retaliations going to be? And if so, then you're going to have a lot of the doom and gloom analysts kind of have some correlation to what happened in the 30s, 1930s, of course, 30s. So yeah, I think all in all, not the best. As far as specific news from NIO, there isn't really anything worthwhile to bring up, just a lot of hope on social media and whatever else. But one thing that did somewhat surprise me is that we haven't seen any new ratings. So NIO did put out their March numbers, and normally that's prompted at least 1 or 2 ratings, but so far we haven't seen anything. So I don't know if analysts are waiting for just some further clarity on all these tariffs or what that does truly mean. But that's one thing that kind of did surprise me a little bit. But shorts are right now increasing 937,000 shares, so not in the millions, nothing really overly crazy as what they've done in the past, but 15.1% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 219 million shares. Market opens in roughly 13 minutes, and that's always a very big deal for NIO, only because there's a lot of entities that love to buy puts. So what they do is they buy puts, and then they're free to either kind of sell out their position or essentially just short it. So there's a lot of manipulation going on with NIO, but as I've stated in at least the past, I think there's going to be a reflection point with NIO, because yeah, a lot of people just shout saying that it can go to $1 or $2 and whatever, but coming from a PS and a metric standpoint, that is like, I don't know. I don't think we've had a stock that actually produces a material or like a product be at that low of a PS ratio. A lot of fraudulent companies that are just here to scam people in the market, yes, those get to very, very low PS ratios, but NIO right now is 0.8, and then the future is 0.5. That is just insane. So market absolutely is hating on NIO. So I think at the end of the day, a lot of people, a lot of bearish individuals are saying that this is just going to continue to go down. I kind of disagree a little bit. Of course, you're going to have a lot of volatility, but it will get to a point where it just does not make sense for it to go any lower. But as far as that, what the true kind of point for that is, that's anyone's guess. But aside from that, though, you do have for options a anticipation for it to be roughly around that $3.50 to $4 range for at least this week. Bears are anticipating for it to be sub $3.50, and right now it is sitting at $3.65, down 3.95% pre-market. 52-week low, $3.57. So that's going to be a absolute key point to really watch for today. On the actual chart, nothing really to bring up aside from it is considered oversold, as I mentioned yesterday. So it's below all the key pivotal moving averages. It's just not a good scenario for that. Even looking at a lot of the news that's been coming out, not many people are talking about NIO itself. A lot of like Tesla and just tariffs, but nothing NIO specific. So I think right now the market's just at the show me stage. So NIO's talked a big game, largely has really flopped on that aspect, but now the market just says, hey, prove me wrong, show me, get the damn job done, ramp up. If it has all these demand and all these partnerships, like show something from all of that. So that's just my opinion. Of course, you believe whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to manipulate you to buy, to sell. I'm just stating the facts and whatever else. I did recently buy, as I've mentioned, at around that $4 range, subtract my premium that I did get, so I did sell a put. So if NIO does get to that roughly around 350 mark for today, as crazy as that sounds, that is where I feel like I would be more of a buyer, just to sell some puts at that 350 mark. Because if it goes below that, then yeah, I buy more. If it goes above that, which I do feel the likelihood is there, then it expires worthless. I get to keep my options. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of this. It's going to be an interesting day. If there is a lot of big developments that happens today, then I'll do a PM video just to go over some of the highlights of options, shorts, any potential news. Like I said, there's not really much speculative stuff coming out, just a lot of people on social media just saying that this is a screaming buying opportunity and that you can't miss out. So I think people have said that ever since it was around $8 as well. So you have to take all that with a grain of salt. But let me know your thoughts on NIO. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, if you are looking for some good buy signals, pop over to my Patreon, give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.